Hello friends and my dear students, I welcome you all to my channel. I hope you are all well and your studies are also going on well. So this is part 6 video on the chapter of profit and loss, where I will discuss about successive discounts and how what are successive discounts and how it affects the selling price for a given mark price. If you have not watched the previous part 1 to part 5 videos where I have discussed the theoretical aspects of the basic concepts of profit and loss that you have already learned in your previous class and also solved the problems of exercise 10a, then I highly suggest that you watch those videos also to maintain the continuity of your study on this chapter. So this video is part of the playlist CBSE Maths for class 8 following the textbook of author R.S. Aggarwal. If you are new to my channel or not yet subscribed, and if you are watching my videos regularly and my videos are beneficial to you, then I strongly suggest and request that you please support me by subscribing to my channel and do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. So let's get started with this video. Okay, so I have my very rough notes which is incomplete prepared for the discussion of this video, which is about successive discounts. What do we mean by successive discounts? So as you know that discounts are applied on the mark price. So the dealer or the shopkeeper marks the price of an article which is a little higher than the cost price to make profit, and on that mark price a discount is given. Now sometimes successive discounts are given. Now how the successive discounts work, let's try to understand that. So what do we mean by two successive discounts of X% and Y%? So what will be the final price, that is the final selling price? The final selling price will obviously be less than the mark price because two successive discounts have been applied, X% and then Y%. So visually, as you can see, if P is the mark price, then we are applying X% discount on the mark price P, and we are having a reduced price Q. The Q definitely, the price Q is definitely less than P because discount of X% has been applied on P. So Q is the reduced price after applying a discount of X%. Now on this reduced price, the next discount will be applied, that is Y% discount will be applied on the reduced price Q, not P. So this is the key concept. Now, so after applying Y% discount on Q, the final reduced price will be R. Definitely R is less than Q, and this final price R is the selling price of the article of the dealer or the shopkeeper. So this is the main concept, that first discount will be applied on the mark price, and then the next discount will be applied on the reduced price, which is the price after the first discount has been applied on the mark price. So this is the case scenario when two successive discounts of X% and Y% are applied. Now let's see what will be the value of Q and R with respect to P. So P is the mark price. Now okay, so what is Q? Q is the reduced price, that is the price when a discount of X% has been applied on P. So we can say that Q is X% less than P. Q is X% less than P. When we say that X% discount has been applied on P, then the reduced price is nothing but X% less than P. And we know that X% less than P is nothing but 100 minus X% of P, which is equal to 100 minus X divided by 100, this whole multiplied by P. So this is Q. In terms of X and P, that is the P is the initial mark, P is the mark price, we have the price of Q is this. Now what will be R? R is R will be based on Q and of course the discount Y% discount. So what will be R? R will be the price, the reduced price when the Y% discount has been applied on Q. So we can say that R will be Y% less than Q. This is equal to Y% less than Q means 100 minus Y percent of Q, and this is equal to 100 minus Y divided by 100, this whole multiplied by Q. Now what is Q? Q in the earlier step we have already found to be 100 minus X divided by 100 multiplied by P. So R becomes 100 minus Y multiplied by 100 minus X multiplied by a P whole divided by 100 square. Now please note, it is absolutely not necessary to remember this formula. So if you are given that there is a two successive discounts of let's say 20% and 10%, then find the final selling price. Please do not remember this formula. I am just trying to explain how the reduced price are calculated and the final reduced price is the selling price. So how the reduced price are calculated from the mark price and the successive discount rates percentage. Okay. So we can say that this R is equal to SP. The final reduced price is the selling price of the article. Okay. I hope it is clear how two successive discounts apply or work on a mark price, and what are the intermediate. So Q is an intermediate reduced price, but R is also a reduced price, but since Y% is the last discount applied, R is the final reduced price which is also equal to the selling price of the article. Okay. Let's see, the concept is very similar, how three successive discounts of X%, Y% and Z% works on a mark price P. So visually, as you can see that from the mark price P, an X% discount is applied, we have the intermediate reduced price Q, and on Q the Y% discount is again applied to have another intermediate reduced price R, and finally on R another discount of Z% is applied to get the final reduced price S, which is equal to the selling price. So as before, the calculation of Q, R and S will be exactly the same. So what will be Q? Q is X% less than P, which is equal to 100 minus X% of P, which is equal to 100 minus X divided by 100, this whole multiplied by P. Okay, so that was Q, and what is R? R is similarly equal to Y% less than Q, because the Y% discount is applied on the intermediate reduced price of Q. Now Y% is less than Q means Y minus 100 minus Y% of Q. This is equal to 100 minus Y divided by 100 whole multiplied by Q. Now Q we know is 100 minus X divided by 100 multiplied by P. So R becomes 100 minus Y multiplied by 100 minus X multiplied by P divided by 100 square. So this is R, and finally S, which is the final which is the final reduced price or the selling price. You can say S is equal to SP is equal to Z% less than R, which is equal to 100 minus Z% of R, which is equal to 100 minus Z divided by 100 whole multiplied by r. Now this is equal to r, we already know is this. So finally s becomes 100 minus z multiplied by 100 minus y multiplied by 100 minus x divided by 100 cube multiplied by p. So this is you can already understand how what is the pattern of this formula. So it is 100 minus the product of 100 minus all the successive discount, that is 100 minus x multiplied by 100 minus y multiplied by 100 minus z whole divided by 100 cube, 100 to the power will be the number of successive discounts, and finally multiplied by the mark price. So this is the selling price. Now usually the type of question that is asked, okay, so this was how three successive discounts are applied, works on a mark price. Now usually from this problem on successive discounts, they do not ask, at least I have not found, they do not ask the final selling price. What is asked is, I will solve one problem from the book only, that is textbook of author R.S. Aggarwal. It is an example problem. It is saying that find the single discount equivalent to two successive discounts of 20% and 10%. Let's try to understand what the problem is saying. Find the single discount equivalent to two successive discounts of 20% and 10%. So let's say the mark price was P. Let's say this is mark price. Marked price is P. Okay. So first it is saying that there was a discount of 20%. 20% discount. So we get, let's say, a reduced price of Q. This is a intermediate reduced price. Okay. And then there was again a discount of 10%. There was another discount of 10%, and we get some price, reduced price R, which will be definitely the selling price R. So 20% discount applied on the mark price P, that led to the reduced price Q, and then again 10% discount on the reduced price Q, that gave the final reduced price or the selling price R. Okay, now what the question is asking is, find the single discount equivalent to two successive discounts of 20% and 10%. It is asking what will be the single discount. If you apply that discount on P, it will give R. That is, it is asking that if from P, if you give a single discount, let's say X% discount, X% discount on the mark price P, it will give the reduced price of R. So what will be X? What will be X? This is what the question is asking. How do we solve this problem? Okay. In the textbook, it has assumed the mark price to be ₹100, but I prefer to be, wherever there is an unknown, I always prefer to consider a variable, that is X, Y, Z, whatever letter, whichever letter you can select as the variable, because I really don't feel comfortable considering an absolute value as a, when that absolute value as a unknown, because in this problem the mark price is not known. Even though the mark price is not required to find the single discount, it is still an unknown, and I always prefer to choose a variable. So how to solve this problem? So let marked price be X. Let marked price be X. Okay. So we can say, so I am solving the problem with respect to the diagram I have drawn based on this problem. So first 20% discount was applied on X. Since we are considering mark price, that is P, to be X. So Q, or you can say let's say reduced price, I will mention the price Q as per the diagram. Reduced price after 20% discount, reduced price after 20% discount will be equal to 20% less than X. This is equal to 100 minus 20% of X. This is equal to 80% of X. This is equal to 80 by 100 multiplied by X, and this is equal to 4X by 5. So after applying 20%, after applying the first discount, that is 20% on the mark price, the reduced mark price, that is Q, becomes 4X by 5. Okay. Now again, reduced price, that is R, after 10% discount will be equal to 10%. Now this time the discount is being applied on Q, which is 4X by 5. So it will be 10% less than 4X by 5, which is equal to 100 minus 10% of 4X by 5, which is equal to 90% of 4X by 5, which is equal to 90 by 100 multiplied by 4X by 5, which is equal to okay, 0 0 cancels out, 2 5 2 2. So this is 18X by 25. R. So R is the final reduced price or the selling price after the two successive discounts of 20% and 10% respectively. The final price, reduced price, is 18X by 25. So what is the effective discount? What is the net discount? This implies net discount is equal to the net discount is equal to the mark price, which is X, minus 18X by 25, because the final reduced price is 18X by 25 and the mark price was X. So what is the net discount? The net discount will be X minus 18X by 25. This is 7X by 25. This is the net discount, that is the discount that happened from the mark price X up to the final price R, which is 18X by 25. This is the net discount. So now we have to calculate what percentage is this net discount on the mark price. So we can say that this implies single equivalent discount percentage will be equal to the single discount, that is the net discount, was 7X by 25, and the discount is always based on the mark price, and the mark price we have considered to be X is multiplied by 100, this much percentage. This is equal to, after simplification, 7X multiplied by 100 divided by 25 multiplied by X. X cancels out, 25 divides 100 with 4, and this is equal to 28%. So the net discount was 28%. The net single discount was 28%. Effectively, you can say that X, sorry, not X, Please do not confuse this X% discount in the diagram with the mark price of X. So let's say let's say this is Z%. The single discount percent, let it be in the diagram be Z%, not to confuse with the assumption of mark price X in the solving. So we can say that for this problem Z is equal to 28. I hope it is clear how we are applying the successive discounts and how we are computing the intermediate reduced price, that is Q and R, and since there are two successive discounts, R will be the final reduced price, which is also the selling price, and from the final reduced price we are finding the net discount based on the mark price, and from the net discount, if we know the net discount and if we know the mark price, definitely then we can find the discount percentage. Okay, you can take a screenshot if you wish. Okay, let's try to solve this. This is the same problem, but there are three successive discounts of 20%, 10% and 5%, and we have to find the single discount. So basically what is happening, I will roughly draw the diagram. P is the mark price, let's say X, and we are having first 20% discount, 20% discount. We are having the intermediate reduced price Q, and then on Q we are having again 10% discount, 10% discount, and we are having an intermediate reduced price R, and on R again finally we are having a 5% discount, 5% discount, and we are having the final reduced price S, which is of course which also will be equal to the selling price. Okay, now this and the problem is, if a single discount was applied on P, let's say it is Z%, then what will be Z? What will be Z? This is the question. Okay, so let's what is Q? That is the reduced price after after the first discount, that is 20%, is applied on the mark price. Q is equal to 20% less than the mark price, that is X. This is equal to, now I will skip a few steps, I hope you will understand. Now 20% less means 100 minus 100. Okay, let's do it step by step. 20% less means 100 minus 20% of X. This is equal to 80% of X. This is equal to 80 by 100 multiplied by X, and after simplifying 80 by 100, this is 4X by 5. Now Q and R will be similar to the previous problem, because in the previous problem the successive discount was 20% and 10%, and here also the successive first two discounts are 20% and 10%, and the final discount is 5%. So 4X by 5. Okay, what will be the intermediate reduced price R, which is obtained by applying a 10% discount on Q? So this will be 10% less than Q, which is equal to 100 minus 10% of Q, which is equal to 90% of Q, which is equal to 90 by 100 multiplied by Q. What is Q? Q is 4X by 5, and this is equal to 0, 0 cancels, 2, 5, 2, 2. So 18X by 25. Now finally we have to find S. uh, R. Okay, so R is 18x by 25. So finally we have to find S. So what is S? S is equal to 5% less than R, because the 5% less, 5% discount has been applied on the reduced intermediate reduced price R. This is equal to 100 minus 5% of R. This is equal to 95% of R. This is equal to 95 by 100 multiplied by what is R? R is 18x by 25. Okay, this is S, that is the final reduced price or the selling price. Now let's try to simplify this a bit. 5 divides 25 with 5, 5 divides 95 with 19. Okay, and okay, so this is a bit of lengthy computation, but anyway, let's do it. 19 multiplied by 18 is 72. 15, 19, this is 2, 14, now 3. Now I might be doing some calculation mistake, I'm not worrying about that. 342x by 500. So this is the final price, final reduced price or the selling price after all the 3 successive discounts has been applied. Now we have to see what is the net discount. Net discount will be equal to the mark price minus the final reduced price, that is 342x by 500. This is equal to 500x minus 342x divided by 500. This is equal to 8, 10, 5, 5 and 158x by 500. Net discount is this. So this is the net discount, and finally we have to find what percentage is this net discount based on the mark price. So this implies net discount percentage will be equal to 158x by 500, this divided by the mark price, that is x, multiplied by 100 percentage. This is equal to 158x multiplied by 500 divided by x into not 500 but this will be 100, and we have x multiplied by 500, and 0 0 cancels out, x cancels out, and this is equal to 1 percentage 158 by 5 percentage. Now 158 by 5 percentage, always when you have a result of percentage as in a improper fraction, always convert it as a mixed fraction or as a decimal. So 315 and 1, so 3 by 31, 3 by 5 percentage. So the single equivalent discount, the single equivalent discount is 31 by 3 by 5% for 3 successive discounts of 20%, 10% and 5%. So this is how you apply the concept of successive discounts to find a single equivalent discount and also the intermediate reduced price and the final selling price. So that is all for this video regarding the successive discounts. In the next video, I will solve the problems of exercise 10B that covers all the concepts that we have learned so far in the profit and loss. And after once those problems of exercise 10B are completed, we will start the next topic, which is sales tax and VAT. So I hope this video was beneficial. If it is so, please like it, share it with your friends, and also please support me by subscribing to my channel, and do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. So thanks for watching, and until the next video, take care and bye.